Good evening, everybody. I'm Reverend Rob Benashak. It's Wednesday. It's time for our spin into stillness. Thank you for bearing with just a bit of technical difficulty, but we are here now and we are ready to be still. Now, this is the time in our week that we grab a few moments and use those moments to have a discussion, a dialogue with our deep, deep self, which I consider our divine self, which I also consider as part of the divine that is beyond us. So when we're having that discussion, when we're having that exchange with our deep self, we are really talking to the higher power, the highest power, the deepest self. Now, to prompt us, to focus us during our meditation, we set an intention. And that just means we reflect just a bit on what we are looking to accomplish or discover, or what guidance we are looking to receive during this meditation. We're just putting it out there. And we like to write it down so that we can really claim this. We can proclaim this. We can affirm that this is the focus that we're looking for. This is the information that we seek. And this is the information that we're confident is going to be revealed to us, if not during tonight's meditation, certainly during the hours and days and week to follow. So let's get to it. Before we move on, let's set that intention for our meditation. Again, it doesn't have to be complicated, it doesn't have to be involved, but it should be reflective, and maybe just a couple of words to prompt yourself, to prompt your inner self, what you are looking to address, the issues or problems or situations or celebrations that you want to acknowledge and dive deeper into as we go more deeply. So let's do it now. I'm going to set mine. I like to write mine down because if we were in person, I would collect all of these. I would encourage everyone to write their intention down on the slip of paper, and then I would collect it, and then we would send it off into the flames, into the burning bowl, which we will do this evening as well. So let's set that intention. I'm going to set mine. And now, again, if we were in person, I would ask everyone to bring up their slip of paper individually. But since we are digital tonight, since we are experiencing this meditation remotely, then I'm going to ask us all to just gather our energy into one slip of paper that I write the words everyone's intentions on. And that way, this slip of paper that gets burned will go out into the universe with all of the energy from everybody that is participating in this meditation this evening. So even if you are sharing your time with us through the recorded version, you still are part of this unique experience. Again, if we did this every week and had the same people every week, each week becomes different because it's a different energy. We're all facing different things from week to week. And so making this experience unique is just a matter of all of us showing up when we do. So now, to further focus us, to further prompt us and give us more information to address with our deep self, we use a deck of oracle cards. They're called the Star Codes Astro deck, and I love this deck. They're very simple, they're very beautiful, and they really just kind of spell it out. I drew one right before we started tonight for myself, and it spoke uncomfortably close to my situations, and it's really encouraging me to look at things more closely. So that's the beauty of these cards. They're just prompts. They're not predictors of a future as much as they are suggestions and perspectives that we might want to just take a step back and view from. So with that in mind, let's do a little shuffle. When I'm done shuffling, I'm going to draw from the top card because you can see me draw, because this is the card that can represent all of us when we are all in this together. I'm not reaching inside the deck and choosing one of my intuition. We can just agree that this top card is everybody's card. This one card is addressing all of our issues, questions, needs. I think that's pretty cool. That's what makes the community. And again, as I often forget, please like and subscribe. Like this page, like this meditation, subscribe to the YouTube channel, get involved, share your experiences, share your thoughts and your insights, and just let's make this a growing community each week. And again, this is a drop-in situation. There's nothing that is progressive each week. You can come when you would like, and if you can't be here, that's great too. But we can continue to generate this community through the recordings and through just regular ongoing participation whenever that would be. So I'm going to shuffle now real quickly. Now there are, I think, 78 cards in this Astro deck. Always looking for the new cards. The one I drew today, right before we got started, was one I hadn't seen before. So I'm always looking to get new ones. However, that being said, we have drawn the same card quite often, either every or 2 weeks in a row, or 2 times in a month. So that either means, and this is up to you to decide, that either the message is getting kind of hammered home a little more so that you actually hear or understand the message, or the situation that you are looking at has changed and that card still seems to address that situation perfectly, even though it's changed. So that one card can be addressing 2 situations that you might be in. So let us get ready to draw that top card. And that will be now. Here it is. Our card for tonight, for our meditation, is... All right. Well, I think we've drawn this before. I'm not sure. But the card is beautiful. It's Ceres, and it's nurture. Nurturing is so important for our life, cultivating, growing, caring for. This is what we want to do with our life. So I'm going to set this up here so that you can take a look at it as well with me as I read about it. And there it is, Ceres and nurture. Now, we did talk last week about nurturing and tending to our garden. Also important in the process. Card is 29. And as I'm reading, what words are popping out to you? What is significant in this card? You had a reaction when it popped up. Everybody did. Does that make sense to you? Is it a mystery to you as to how this card might apply to whatever you're thinking about or focusing on tonight from your intention slip? It's all with you, though, and only you know the answer. So the more I read, pay attention to what I'm saying. Look at the card. How about the images? What are they saying to you? Are they images that are familiar or feel good? Because, whatever you are responding to is how this card is helping you, especially when we go deep. Ceres is a dwarf planet between Mars and Jupiter, named after Ceres, Roman goddess of harvest, food, earthly fertility, and mother of Proserpina, goddess of the spring. When Pluto kidnapped Proserpina and took her to the underworld to be his queen, Ceres threatened to starve the world until she was returned. Ceres signifies our relationship to food, for better or for worse, cultivation, and the safety or loss of a child. Ceres' ancient rites initiated people into the secrets of death and rebirth through the symbolic harvest. Cut the heads off grain with a scythe, bury them, and a new life arises. So we are continuing with our springtime themes of death and rebirth with the drawing of this card. Our action for the card: mother and be mothered. Nurture and cultivate that which is growing, whether it's the harvest from the earth, the child from the womb, or the art from the artist. To my artist pals out there, and that's, I think, basically all of you that are participating. Real love can mean tough love, doing what's best for your beloved, even if they hate you for it. Love and nurture your own body with healthy, whole foods. Take them as communion with the organic world. Feel the earth beneath you, holding you, loving you through hard times. Let this abundant flow through you to others. Advocate for those who are weaker, vulnerable, or dependent. If your progeny, your project, or your harvest is being taken from you before ripening, be ready to starve the world until they are safe. Witness with strength and power. When the time is right, be willing to let go. For your progeny or creation to flourish, they must embark on their own journey. Once your job as nurturer is complete, let go and step into the next level of your own mastery. Our challenge of this card: do not mistake smothering, enabling, or infantilizing actions as signs of love. Once you release the object of your care, your life is not over. A new mystery begins. The gift of this card: there is sacredness in your daily life. Loving, feeding, nurturing, gardening, and being in family, whether chosen or biological, are all part of a powerful spiritual path. The mother holds you. How beautiful. The mother holds us. Wonderful. So, how did the card feel? How did the nurturing message, the message of cultivation, of creation, how did that feel? I have chills right now, and I'm not sure why, but I know that that means for me that it is affecting me in some way, that I'm getting a message, that I'm being guided or instructed by my deep self in this message. And so, looking forward to seeing what meditation holds for me as we go more deeply into this card and message. So it's that time. Let's sit back. Let's relax. Let's get comfortable. Let's get ready. Now, you should be relaxed, but you also want to remain awake, because you do want to be able to hear what we're saying as we meditate, hear the tones. So be relaxed. Of course, with every breath, we're going to relax more and more. However, we want to try to remain alert. If you happen to slip off, it's the end of the day. I totally understand. It's an early evening, so some of us are tired at this time. We've had a long day, so don't worry about it. But if you can just kind of keep yourself alert during this time, that will just be helpful, I think, to you. So as we get relaxed, find that space. Let's keep our eyes open as we go into this state together. Let's inhale through our nose, nice and deeply, and hold for a moment, and then exhale slowly through our mouth. Good, let's do another one. Inhale, feel your body, and hold, and Exhale. Now, on this last breath, you can close your eyes as we exhale. I will leave the card up on the screen so you can kind of open your eyes or squint through it whenever you need to get it connected with the card again if you need to during the meditation. But inhale and hold and exhale slowly as you either allow your eyes to flutter shut or get another look at the card on the screen. As our breathing, while remaining intentional and deep, returns to a natural, comfortable state for us. Inhaling and exhaling. Allow yourself and your body to relax and grow lighter and lighter with each of the tones and with each breath that you draw. Breathing comfortably. Feel your body getting lighter and lighter. And in your mind, as it gets lighter, imagine it in your mind's eye, looking as if it is becoming translucent. As your body gets lighter, more and more relaxed, each tone drawing you more and more deeply into your deep self. And as your body has become translucent, just imagine it going full on invisible. But we are still breathing. Our breath is holding us tethered to our earth space. Let's just imagine without our bodies that we are now aware that we are free of pain and discomfort. Because we are just an essence. in the ether. We are just our essence. And imagine that as that essence, we are going more and more deeply into our soul. So as that essence, we have chosen now to experience the deepness, the depth of our journey to our soul. And now relaxed, we find ourselves as a presence in the deepest part of our being. However this feels like for you, is it a place? Is your deepest self a sound or a song? Is it a feeling? Is it a destination? But here in this space, we begin to sense and encounter a presence that is our presence, and yet it's a presence that is even more deep than we are. And yet it is still here in this space with us. This deep presence, this part of who we are, has known of that intention that is on that slip of paper, has known it before we even wrote it down. And that deep, deep presence guided the drawing of that card so specifically for our issues and needs. We find ourselves in awe of this presence, almost thinking to ourselves, this is really a part of me? And as we're here, this deeper presence, this deep, deep self, offers us an experience of nurturing, however we choose to receive it. And I invite us all now to open up to that deep, deep presence. For an expression of nurturing that strengthens us, that clarifies a question that we had, that offers us a way, a solution, an experience of growth. Our deep self is telling us right now what we need to do to manifest this creation that we are nurturing, that we have been nurturing, that we have desired to manifest. And we can feel ourselves strengthening and becoming more aware more enthusiastic about that which we are creating. Thanks to these beautiful words or thoughts of nurturing that we are receiving from our very own deep and divine self. Our divine self is reminding us that we are glorious expressions of the divine. And as glorious expressions of the divine, we are cared for and nurtured and given resources to grow and deepen and expand, both within ourselves, within our essence, and also to create outside in the material world. And we choose now to understand and to embrace this strength that we have been offered from our deep self. Knowing we're going to use it when we return to our physical bodies to manifest that which we have desired for so very long. That's that which we have nursed and cherished. And so with this strength and clarity and enthusiasm, we are going to choose to return now to our physical selves. But before we do, let us just open ourselves to the souls that are joining us, the essences, the presences, the beings of light and love that are here with us tonight. You don't have to know who they are. You don't have to know their names, but just know that we are here together. And the actual commitment to being here together, doing this together, sharing this together, is in and of itself a nurturing act for our own manifestation. Now that we've greeted one another, you can take a little fast track back to our physical self. So just imagine the presence that we are suddenly whisking through space, seeing our body that is going from invisible to translucent, and we choose to animate that body by flying right into the center of where our heart chakra is, and then spreading out throughout the body, the life force within, our unique and beautiful life force. And we feel that body come back more and more and more and more until we catch that breath going in and out. Inhaling and exhaling. Here we are. We can start to feel our fingertips and toes. And we've returned to this body and managed to keep some of that pain away, returning to our perfect state. And let's return now to the present moment by taking 3 quick breaths. We'll open our eyes, and the last one, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And one more breath, inhale and exhale as I let our eyes pop open. It was quite a little journey. I hope, I trust, I know that you received that nourishment, that nurturing from the unique and beautiful deep self that resides within, that you took a journey to visit, that you made the time for experiencing tonight. So, whatever you learned, or whatever you will be learning in the coming days as a result of this experience tonight, write it down, jot it down, share it, experience it, and know that it is part of the manifestation of this beautiful creation that you are entrusting yourself with, and that your deep self is entrusting you with. I think it's gorgeous. I think you're gorgeous, and I thank you for being here. So let's do what I said we were going to do. Let us send this stuff out into the universe. I'm going to put mine first. Always good for a little kiss, sending it up and out. There she blows and goes. You can see it burning right there. This, everyone's intentions right here. Thank you for sharing them with us all tonight. I'm going to send them back to you right now. Up, up, and away they go. To be returned to us at a future time, if not right now. So thank you again for making time on these beautiful, beautiful spring evenings to be here, to share, to experience, to love, and to hopefully enjoy. And I see my pals Sue and Kathleen are on the Zoom meeting, and let's see who is on the other socials if y'all are there. And if not, again, if you are joining us, you can still join us on the recording. You can still leave messages on the recording. And we'll see. Thank you again for joining, experiencing, being here. I look forward to more of these in the coming weeks and months. Again, it's drop in, come when you can, stay as long as you can, and just enjoy these few moments of stillness that you have made for you. Have a beautiful evening, and I will see you, I will experience you, I will be feeling you and knowing you on the next round, next week, 7:30 Eastern Time, Wednesdays. Good night.